Large demonstrations took place on university campuses today, Saturday, November 26, including in Isfahan University of Technology, whose students boycotted classes and continued the nationwide protests against the regime on the 72nd day of the nationwide uprising. In Tehran, students at Amir Kabir University boycotted classes, protested the arrest of their classmates, and voiced solidarity with the ongoing Iranian revolution. Pardis Faraby University and University of Science and Culture were also witnessed protest rallies by the students. With the ongoing uprising in Iran, almost all commercial and industrial sector strikes are in sync with the protests. Over 4,000 workers at Isfahan's critical industrial steel mill went on a strike today in support of the protests. Strikes were also reported by the workers in Sarma Afarin Company in the Alborz industrial complex, which is located in Alvan City in Qazvin province. Marateb Company employees launched a strike today protesting the regime's refusal to pay their salaries for the past 9 months. On Saturday, protests continued with more strikes by merchants and store owners in Zahedan in Sistan Baluchistan province and in many cities throughout the Kurdistan province. In Tehran, protesters were out setting up roadblocks in some neighborhoods in preparation for nightly protests. Attacks on regime centers continue to spread. A local branch of the regime's Islamic Development Organization was set ablaze by protesters in Poldokhtar, which is in western Iran. Another IRGC paramilitary Basij center was torched in Mashhad, which is in northeast Iran. Ali Khamenei, the regime's increasingly isolated and weakened leader, marshaled some of his loyalist followers in the Basij organization to spur them on and tell them not to be disheartened. Regime forces facing the uprising that is spearheaded by young generation of men and women have shown increasing signs of exhaustion, fraying, and defection. In his televised speech, Khamenei called the millions of Iranians who are opposed to his rule and are calling for his death misguided and agents of presumably foreigners. He said the Basij militiamen have sacrificed their lives to protect people from rioters. That's why the MEK network in Iran has reported over 660 protesters being killed by the Basij, which includes 63 minors, with the MEK identifying 528 of the victims so far. Khamenei's lame attempt at shoring up his base while alienating the Iranian population at large is indicative of his regime's predicament. Most observers confirm approach of his regime to the abyss of downfall to be very extraordinary.